done by a special artist from Poland. We call it the Call of David. Now, Prophet Samuel, prophet of Israel, God appeared to him in the dream and told him, fill your horn with oil and go to Jesse in Bethlehem. Among his sons, I want you to anoint a new king for Israel. So next day, Prophet Samuel came to Bethlehem, came to Jesse, father of David, and he saw 7 of his sons. But at the end, he didn't anoint any one of them as a king. He said that God has not chosen any one of these. So at the end, he wondered, asking the father, are these all the sons you have? So he said, no. Still, the youngest, David. David was tending the sheep in the field. When he came from the field, Prophet Samuel anointed him as second king of Israel after Saul. That's why we say in the Bible, Jesus Christ as the Savior, he was born in the city of David because King David was born in Bethlehem. So the father at the beginning, he didn't think that Prophet Samuel wanted the young shepherd 15 years old. He didn't call him. He left him in the field. He thought that maybe Prophet Samuel can choose one of the oldest sons that he had. But God wanted him. That's why he anointed David as the second king of Israel. He is the most famous king in the Old Testament and for the Israelites. Now, if you look at the tree here, you see the leaves, most of the leaves full of names. Started here with name Abraham. So from Abraham to David is 14 generations. And from David to the Babylonian exile, 14 generations. And from the Babylonian exile to Jesus, another time 14. So it's 42 generations from Abraham to Jesus. Okay? Now the star that marks the spot where Jesus was born, it has 14 points. It represents the 14 generations, 3 times from Abraham to Jesus. And the statues represent Jesus as he's the king of the world. Okay? Will be broadcasting from this church. Remember, not from the old church, because Orthodox, they celebrate Christmas in the 7th of January. Armenians, they celebrate Christmas in the 19th of January. So we celebrate Christmas in Bethlehem 3 times a year. We are lucky. Now, during the midnight mass, will be special procession that night, 24th of December. They do hold the baby. It's not a real baby. You can see the baby, by the way, if you go there to the right, you can see the baby that they use him only Christmas time. They put the baby at the star, and they continue the midnight mass inside the cave where Jesus was born. At the end of the mass, they put the baby inside the manger place. Following the steps of the birth, he was born where the star, and then they put him in the warmest area in the cave. It's the place of the manger, the grippe, the labrisevo. So 6th of January, they'll bring the baby back to here. So that baby, they use him only Christmas time. So if you want to go and take a look for the baby, you can take a look at him.